Guys, this is part 2 and it's Constance. I did cut it off the camera, I'm sorry, but this is 2.5 by 2 inches. And what I did is we don't need this one anymore. We don't need the spider web anymore. You need the ghost or whatever one you want, but I thought it was super cute. And you're going to do both corners. And I'll put a pictorial up on this. And you find the corner and you punch. And we do another one. And then if there's any extra, just pop it off. And then we do one more. Sometimes I don't like to prep. Sometimes I just like to do. And it's crazy. But it's late and my husband's probably not happy that I'm doing this because my craft room is literally next to my bedroom. And I did ask everybody today, which this video is being shot a week before I posted. So here you go on that. And so those ghost pieces are ready. And then you need to cut 4 pumpkins or punch. So I have those 4. And I forgot my pen here. Super fast. This is the easy part. You're going to take your zig gun or pen and you're going to get 2 pieces. I don't think that one's right. Let's go this way. 2 pieces ready, opposite sides. You guys can see it's opposite sides. And I'm going to take this and I'm using them as my pull tabs. So now that I got one side on, I'm going to take the other one. And I'll line it up. And it should line up really nice. Okay, so I did that one. Let's do the other one. Make sure that they're opposite. If you could see, the pumpkin stems should be the opposite when you're putting the glue on. I'm going to try to pull up a little bit better for you guys to see them. Try not to lean too much. It hurts my back. And I'm doing better, guys, at least tonight. Of course, I'm drugged up, of course. Most of what I'm dealing with is my scoliosis that's bothering me now. So the injections, I guess, worked. And again, we're going to stick it. And it's like almost instant stickiness. Almost instant dry. And let me squeeze it up. Just slightly off. Okay, no matter. Okay, so that's done. So I used a green pen or marker, and I just colored in the stem. Ooh, I do not want to get anything on my mat. This is my good mat. So I'm going to do it on my fingers. There's a reason why I bought a new mat, guys. I don't do my messy stuff right here. At least nothing that I can't pick up. Or scrape off. And do both sides because you're not quite sure which side you're going to end up using. So those are your ones here. Now I just had a little fun and I just drew in some faces. Do the classic triangle. The little nose. Do choppy. Now I did the opposite because that's going to be that way, and see, they'll line up together this way. So I'm going to repeat the same pattern on my pumpkin. I'll call this my Ghost and Goblins ATC swap. That's what I'll call this one. So there's my pumpkins. And so now we're going to work on putting them on the mechanism. And here's a clue, and I learned this very easily. If you have them set up like this, it's a lot easier just to go, okay, the front And this is just a clue because I know that sometimes when some people explain this, it's hard. So you have two of the same. That one is the front, and you're going to flip the one that matches. This is why I'm showing you it this way. I flip it to the opposite side, and I do it this way. And this is just a little trick I wanted to share. So when we do this, this one's going to be on the inside because it's got to pull out this way. So we're going to put this in, and this is how it's super cool to remember. So now you got one that's pulling this way. And did I just do that wrong? No, I didn't. I think it's just sticking. There it goes. Is it sticking? Let me double check because it's supposed to go at the bottom. Okay, it's just sticking. So if I do it just right one more time. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there that, and then you take the other one, and again remember it's on the opposite side, and we're going to lay it down this way. That was super easy. And so we're going to move on. Pull the strong tape back off. I hate when it sticks. Okay, now very carefully pull it up. Now you're going to take your little ghost piece, flip it underneath. So now you're going to put both those pieces together here. Okay, so there we go. And I'm going to show you guys this. Yay, it worked! Super cute, right? Okay, so I used a punch or stamp. Simple Boo. Just the word simple. A simple word. See, I pulled them out. And I want to make sure they're fully extended. And then I just flipped it to the other side. And I did it that way. That's the only stamp that I used in this project, except I haven't done my logo on the back. So that's done. And I don't need this paper. I do need the black. So the next thing I needed was the punch piece, or the scallop piece that I'm using. And we're just going to need one. Super simple. I'm going to put this back up here. So you only need one. But this is where I start getting into the glitter glue. And I actually used this one. I don't know what color it is, but it's like the new color. And I'm going to close this up because I don't want to get it everywhere. So you guys just learned how to do a slider. That's a double slider. You can do a single slider where you don't have to pull up on one. Now I put a little bit extra up near the top here. And what I did is I make sure that the seam's on this one side because that's going to be the bottom. And I use this weird green color because it gives that ominous Halloween freaky look. And then I'm just going to rub it in just around the edges. See? And then I used leftover borders from last year. And I cut the ghost out. This is going to definitely be a three-parter, guys. Sorry. So I'm cutting out the ghost. You guys see what I'm doing on the border? This is from Walmart last year. So I'm going to flip those over. And I'm going to get down in here and cut some of this out just a little bit because I don't want to take away from the image itself. And they are slightly different on each one because I couldn't find exact of what I wanted. So I'm going to take this little guy in a second, but I want to take the back of this and I'm going to ATG gun it. And before I put this little guy on, I'm going to just restart for part 3. So this is where we're going to stop until I get to part 3.